Happy New Year to you. I hope you're doing very well. To God be the glory. We've entered 2024, and I just want you to know that it's going to be a glorious year. If you have any plans, please start executing it, start implementing it. Don't waste time, as I've started mine already. And I'm just here to wish you all Happy New Year and also tell you some of the events I have this year. Some I will tell you later, but today's I'm just gonna tell you about this special event themed worship experience unlimited expansion. You can see I'm wearing it, unlimited expansion. So I want you to be part of this event happening on Saturday, the 23rd of March, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's gonna be a glorious time. Let's have an encounter with God. Let's worship God without restriction. 3 hours of worship. We'll just be ministering, and if you need prayers as well, God will touch you as well. There are some other men of God that will be joining to pray and also speak word of exhortation on that day. And I have Noah Robinson coming to minister as well, and it's just gonna be awesome. So you just be part of this program. Go on Eventbrite and please register. It's free event, but please you have to register on Eventbrite to worship experience unlimited expansion with Kelechi Ifi. So I want you to be part of all these activities, and also go on my social media to check out several events I have. Like this Sunday, I'll be ministering at Elevation Point. I'm talking about the first Sunday of this year. So I'll be ministering there between 10 a.m. Thanksgiving service and anointing service. So be part of that. And afterwards, I'll be at RPF in Camberwell for the second service. So it's gonna be glorious. So be part of this. Go on my social media, Kelechi Ifi, on Facebook page, Kelechi.ifeanyi on my Instagram, and then YouTube, Kelechi Ifi channel. So be part of what God is doing. And also this t-shirt is available. Love Daily made it available for everyone that would want to have one. So please email us. You can send email to kelechifny@yahoo.com or any of the social media platforms for us to arrange one for you. Now it's not free. Of course, it costs money to produce this, so don't tell me I should give it to you free. Please support the work we are doing. So where this is unlimited expansion, you are blessed already, but it's always good for you to declare what you believe. So what you are wearing, what you speak and proclaim determines what you believe. So wearing this is an affirmation that this year is going to be a year of unlimited expansion. So we have it available in different colors, different sizes. God bless you. Stay blessed. I'm your brother, Kelechi Ifi.
One of the first things I wanted to ask you about, Kelechi, is when people think about African music, they think Afrobeat. But I know of people like Ikoli Hackett White and Samuel Akbo, who are composers. Ikoli would write songs that would be sung in the cathedrals, and people would be falling over crying outside, and it didn't have any drum beats. And this is a sort of culture that you come from as a musician. Tell us a bit about those beginnings and how it affected your work and your music.
Yeah, actually, some of those people are people that they had personal encounter with God. You see, some songs comes from our relationship with God. The more we get closer to God, the more He reveals Himself to us, and that's when these songs will be coming. And these people they just want to worship God the way they are. And I was trying to make some research, and I discovered that some of these people sing some songs that God gave them, and they do it the way God gave it to them, not to sing it the way the world wants it. And at times, in fact, some of these songs, they do it in their own dialect.
Wow.
I remember Voice of the Cross. Those days, every morning my dad will play their songs.
I know for you, in your journey, when you've played on, before you landed in the UK. I remember when you came to Premier. We sat down and we spoke. But before that, you had done a lot of work. Tell me roughly about how many records by then you had actually played on as a producer, as a musician. Roughly about how many records?
Wow. Actually, by the grace of God, about 800 albums. Of
Young people
several
will say
artists.
beast.
You know.
800 records.
Yes, that's why, sometimes people don't believe it, but in Eastern Nigeria, they know a lot of work we've done. For many years, at some point, almost all the gospel artists in East, I played in their albums. Talk of Chioma Jesus, talk of, some of them I have played in about 2 or 3 of their albums. In fact, there are some artists, we created their music.
Wow.
Again, people don't know this. We'll just do our work, help them to get to where they are.
So a question for you then. How do you then deal with this moment that we're in, where everything is social media? Before I get on the plane, I'll put a picture of me in first class, and I'll put my Louboutin shoes. I'm walking in authority, just to let people know that I've arrived. Yet here you are with such a humongous CV, and you're just doing it quietly. Do you ever feel the pressure to just put something on Twitter and say, I am the father of, in ministry of? Do you ever feel that pressure? And if you do, what do you do with that pressure?
Actually, at times, the world, there are some things they want to hear before they will know that you've arrived. But sometimes I speak to myself, I ask God, what do you want me to do? Because at the end of the day, what we are doing is a seed. And it's not just about what we gain or the fame. It's about us fulfilling purpose in life.
Wow. The Apostle Paul puts it this way in the book of Corinthians. He said that we become fools even though we are wise. And the reality is there are people like Kelechi whose library of work is so incredible that if they were to put it out there, you would run and buy the CDs quicker. But we choose to be fools for Jesus that he may be glorified. It's worth clapping just right there. So one more question for you, and I know there's a lot you wanted to share, and I know the weight of a thing like this. I mean, just the personnel alone, you can't just say, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless His holy name," and they'll walk away. The invoices will come at your door, and if you forget the benefits, if you forget, their debt collectors will arrive too. But what in your heart of hearts would you like to see happen? I know you would love to see the CDs sell out. We all do. No one makes a CD and wants to keep it in their house. What would you like to see this project do, and how would you like for us to be praying for you, your wife, and your children going forward?
I want the CD. I want my songs to bless people, to bless lives, and also to help people discover their own identity, and to help people know who they are, and don't be somebody else, be yourself. There are several artists that got some gifts. Instead of them to do what God has given to them, they want to follow the trend, and then they want to sing what somebody else, they want to sound like somebody else. So I want people to listen to this and know that this is something coming from somebody's heart, his own style, his own identity, the way God gave it to him. I thank God for people like, and also I want the song to encourage other people. I thank God for people like Mr. Moyewa, who is standing here. I remember 2005 when I came to UK. I heard about him and I called him. I said, I want to come and see you. He's like, who are you? I said, my name is Kelechi. And then fresh from Aba. Even though I'm still trying to.
And me myself, I'm from Omaha here, so.
I'm still trying to improve my Queen's English. But then it was very raw, very raw. And when I got to Premier Radio, and he was so humble. And by the time we spoke, he listened to some of my songs. And he said to me, there is something different in you. You got something unique. Don't lose it. And there are some songs I played to him. He said, this song is going to be a hit. The song I've sung this song several places. Unlimited expansion. Unlimited expansion. In Jesus' name, success is mine. This year, I will be a celebrity. And guess what? Boom. I sang that song in the church I used to attend then. And some people were like, oh, nice song. But some said, this is London. You have to listen to Kirk Franklin, listen to other guys. But he told me something. There is something unique I can see. God is taking you to places. He advised me and told me, modify your songs and see how you can improve on it. And I went back home happy. And after that conversation, I released the album. And by the grace of God, God has actually blessed me through that. So I want to appreciate him so much. Actually, I got something little for you. I plan to do more than that, but I will still do more. Please accept this little gift from me. Please, from my heart. Thank you so much for being a blessing. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But by the way, for those of you who are pastors and preachers and you're looking for preachers, you can see the preacher came out of him when he started to talk about being yourself. You can see a preacher's move. He just went forward and said, "Be yourself." So if you want him to come and speak, tell him to speak on the subject of identity. So one more thing, how should we be praying for you and your family?
I need everyone to pray for me. Moreover, for us to make heaven. That's the ultimate goal. And for us to fulfill our purpose, for us to bless lives.